Thank you for clicking on this Fun with Pete and Sherry video. I am your host, Mr. Julian, and today I am spending some time with an old friend. Now, this might seem a bit odd to those of you who know sort of where I am in my Scotch journey, but for about 10 years I only drank one Scotch, and given my preference for bold Scotch, it may surprise you to know that it was this one, Dalwhinnie. This Highland Scotch is 15 years old. This is the only standard expression of Dalwhinnie, and it is a rather delicate Scotch. And I sometimes mention that I don't particularly care for delicate Scotches. Yet, this was my go-to Scotch for a long, long time. Now, why did I only drink Dalwhinnie for 10 years? Though it seems odd, in fact, it's not a bad way to learn Scotch, to start by learning just one, and to keep learning that one until you've learned it inside and out. From there you can branch out, and though in my case it was quite by accident, I picked a fortunate one, in that I picked one from the simplest quadrant of Scotch, the no peat, no sherry quadrant. Let's see what we get here, shall we? Little apple juice. And other fruit in the background, like far off, perhaps a peach orchard. And some lavender, I would say. Alright, final test. Yes, there it is, that floral flavor, the petals of rose with a bit of peach and also butter. Very buttery, Dalwhinnie. Very easy on the palate. It's very kind of unusual that the youngest expression of a Scotch would be 15 years old, but it seems to work well for Dalwhinnie. And I mentioned this is, with delicate Scotches, I think this much age is particularly important. I've been a little hard, as I mentioned, on Glenmorangie. It's a very delicate Scotch, and the standard expression is only 10 years old. What you get there is kind of a little touch of too much alcohol. And to be honest, if you're sensitive to the taste of alcohol, Dalwhinnie may not be exactly the thing for you either. It does have a touch of that. And yeah, that may be when I started, after getting used to Dalwhinnie for so long, when I started having Scotches that did not have that, I became even more impressed. But still, there's something very much to be said about this. It's it doesn't overwhelm you at all. It lays back and lets you come to it. This feels like a Scotch you could drink, you know, if you're very thirsty. That would quench your thirst. Now, probably wouldn't, of course. Alcohol's a diuretic. But it just goes down very, very easy, despite that slight hint of alcohol. The fruitiness apple juice is very much the most noticeable thing. This is also a Diageo Scotch. I can't say my opinion of Diageo's corporate practices has improved since last I discussed them, but also, as I've mentioned with them, they do own some of the finest distilleries out there. So that's all I think I have for you on this one. I'm going to give Dalwhinnie a rating of 8.2. 8.2 for Dalwhinnie, and I will see you next time.